Donovan, I can't remember a guy walking into a stadium on a Sunday with a boot and then playing the entire game. Did you have any clue that you were going to be able to figure this out and gut this out the way you did?
To be honest, I woke up that morning and I didn't feel too confident in it. I shot trainer a text and I was like, I don't know if I'll be able to go out there and do what I can do, without the confidence in my ankle. But, just sat there and said, okay, let's get it warmed up, try it out. And then, at that point, it was just for me, luckily we had a bye week and the decision to play based on, we playing the standard Super Bowl, team, and whatnot. And I felt like I needed to be out there with my guys. So toughed it out, and had a week to get right. So.
Well, hopefully that week did you right. I know Ali is back next to you as well, and that's got to be really important. For these 4 games, when you guys have been at your best, you really run the football, right, and protected Tom. As an offensive line, is that sort of job one always, is to try to impose your will there these last 4 games?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, for the whole season, but these 4 games are, more important because it's where we're at. As an offensive line, I don't think, many guys would steer away from, wanting to run the ball. So, we got a great running back room. We just got to go up there and service those guys, get a hat on the hat, let those guys do what they do and be special out there. So, hopefully that's where we get going.
Thanks.
All right, we'll go over to Greg Allman.
Hey, Donovan. Wanted to ask you about penalties. It seems like an area where the whole team has gotten a lot better here in the last 2 months. You probably had a lot more flags than you wanted in the first 4 or 5 games. I think you have 1 total in the last 7 games. So I don't mean to jinx you, but I want to ask you just what the key is to playing cleaner as you have.
I mean, to me, it was an awkward year. You got a lot of cleanup in preseason and stuff like that. I mean, the refs do their job, but just like anybody else, you got to get in the flow. You got to see what you're looking for. You got to, hands and stuff. But, for me, can't have some of those, some questionable, it is what it is. But, just moving forward, we can't beat ourselves. It's the NFL. It's tough already. So, why make it harder on yourselves by, committing penalties? So, we just got to stay the course, keep with it. Our coaches and BA and everybody harp on it. And, that's what we, they put it up there. We got to attack it. So, we focused on that and that's the way to go. Just no penalties, play our football, go from there.
Have you seen your cleats for Sunday yet?
Yeah, I got them. They're pretty cool. I had Sold by Sir design them for me. Obviously, for my nephew Adam, and again, autism speaks. So, they came out pretty dope. Got his name on them in the front and everything. So, we'll be out there sporting them.
Thanks, Don.
Yep.
All right, we'll go over to Jenna Lane.
Hey, Donovan. Just curious, with the time off with your ankle, where would you say percentage-wise you are? I mean, I know it can be so difficult, even weeks afterwards, in terms of range of motion, getting comfortable just in and out of your stance. You're supposed to be light on your feet, but it can be difficult to do that when you're not 100% in that part of your body.
You're very specific in your answer and what you're asking, huh? I'm good. That's all I gotta say is I'm good.
Oh, that's great to hear. And also, I wasn't sure. I mean, because I know that you're facing it's a different defense, but at the same time, they do some of the things that you go up against. With the double A gap pressures and with the zone blitzes and things like that. I mean, how much does facing some of those types of things in practice prepare you for a guy like Mike Zimmer?
I think that we're blessed here to have the defense that we have and go against them and, mastermind up there with Coach Bowles to be able to give you any and every look possible. It just, like you said, prepared us all the way back from training camp when he was throwing the whole book at us. So, we just got to go out there and make sure we, on the right assignment, right people and play ball. So.
Thanks, Donovan. Thank you. Glad to hear you're feeling better.
Appreciate you.
All right, we go to John Ledyard.
Donovan, as a puller a couple times this season, you have lit up some defenders. Do you get especially geeked up in the huddle when you know that you're about to pull and have the opportunity to crush somebody?
I mean, it is fun. I like getting out in space, pulling. But if the looks are there, we're gonna be able to do it. If not, But anytime that number is called, I'm with it all the way. So, I like being out in space and moving. So.
What have you seen from just in scouting and watching Minnesota's front this season? Obviously, not quite the individuals that they've typically had there in the past few years, especially on the edge with Donnell Hunter missing the season, Everson Griffin gone. But what have you seen from that group and how they like to pressure and how that'll be a challenge for y'all?
I mean, it's the NFL. A group of guys who over there who work hard, play hard, and I mean that's about it. I mean, outside of that, what do you want me to say?
Thanks, Donovan.
We have time for a few more. We're going to go over to Steve Isbitz.
Donovan, what's the vibe been like among the team this week as far as how big Sunday's game really is?
The vibe. I think the vibe's been pretty good. I feel like we know the task at hand. We know what's at stake, what we got to do. All the guys are locked in, having fun with it, getting better each day, working on something each day, just to get better. So then that way, 1 o'clock Sunday, it shows up. So, my fellas, we all good. We solid over here. So.
And based on what you've been used to in past years, does Tom Brady seek a lot of input from the offensive line as far as during the week or in games as to what's working, what's not? And
I mean, yeah, we have a lot of conversations. If there's some things that we need to clean up or have a better understanding and whatnot, it's more so just making sure we're all on the same page, but that's week in and week out, with everybody on the offense. So, yeah.
Thanks.
All right, we'll close out with one question from Rick Stroud.
Donovan, you guys have had a lot of Decembers where, you didn't control your own destiny and now you do, right? So it's got to be a little bit different feeling. Is there an excitement at practice? Is there a little more focus? I mean, what's it like being in this race the way you guys are in the thick of it?
I mean, for me personally, being here in my 6th year, never making it to the playoffs. You got some guys, Levante, who's been here, 9-10 years, made it once, I want to say. It's special. We got a lot to go after. So, being where we at now, we just gotta focus, play Bucs football, penalty-free football, physical football, and go out there and execute. One game at a time, one opponent at the time, and just really just go from there. Controlling our own destiny. I mean, there's nothing better than that. Everything is on your back. It's on you and your guys, and we go forward from there. So, I got all the faith in everybody in this building and locker room and everything to go out there and make it happen. So, that's what we're gonna go out there and do.
Thanks.
All right, that's all for today. Thanks, Donovan.